You know?
I miss the days when the biggest controversy was Obama wearing the tan suit.
Yo, not for nothing, but he looked
He killed
good
it.
in
I'm
that
not gonna lie.
tan suit. Pause.
He looked good, man.
Man.
Yeah,
You
with the
remember all
fact
the
that-
memes like, yeah, me and Melania, not Melania, me and Michelle don't talk no more. Like, yo.
I'm just saying, the biggest controversy was like some dumb, like,
Yeah.
you know,
They had to look for things.
they had to
like,
look
say.
for someone threw a shoe at Bush, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like Dick Cheney shot his friend in the face, something silly, you know what I mean?
Like, oh, yeah, just on low key, you know, nothing big.
yeah.
Well,
And
Trump-
now it's like we might not have schools anymore.
Potatoes and conversations?
No, like papas, like we're dads. You know what? Yeah, potatoes and conversations.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in, whenever
time it
you're
is.
tuning in. Yeah. Welcome back to Papas y Platicas. Thank you for joining us once again for episode 10. I got it this time. Look at that.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, that's crazy. He's
I
on
know.
it. He's been on it, guys. We have an Instagram now. It's all
Yup,
him. We
yup.
have an Apple Music. It's not up yet, but he got it up, but it's not
It's
up.
giving us a lot of issues.
It is being real dumb. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on with that. But the minute it's up, we'll have it up.
Tim Apple needs to get it together.
God damn it, Timmy. Yeah.
But welcome back. Before we begin, we always want to remind you to please like, comment, subscribe, share, follow us on all our social medias, follow us on LimeWire, anywhere that we are, please do
Oh
that.
yeah, Spotify, Reddit, OnlyFans, whatever you want.
Yeah,
Whatever,
yeah.
we're there. We're think of a platform.
Our OnlyFans is legitimately just pictures of fans.
Yeah.
Like you go in and it's just like
It's just,
rotary fans,
only-
windmills.
It's like my dog, my sister, my mom.
Yeah.
These are our best fans.
I meant more like actual fans, but you're like fan. Got it.
Oh, you meant like a ceiling fan?
I meant like it's just ceiling fans,
That's
windmills.
worse. That's much worse.
It's just different kinds of fans.
He's like, this is my mom. This is my sister. Yeah.
Oh, but welcome back. How's your week been going, Mauricio?
Dude, I gotta be honest, man. It's been a horrible week. I don't know if you
yeah?
know this, but TikTok got banned for a little bit.
Yeah.
And what's it called? Some unintended consequences.
Yes.
Marvel Snap also got banned.
Oh, it got caught in the crossfire.
It's just I don't understand, man. What has Marvel? First of all, I don't get why Disney would. I guess they want to sell the app overseas, right? Like, why would they get ByteDance to?
Well, Disney is notorious for licensing
Bending
out
the
their
knee.
video games.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, they never make them in-house.
Right.
I forgot what game they made that was just like a flop. And they were just like, okay, we're just going to hire people who know what they're doing to make it.
It is expensive, I guess.
Yeah.
But man, so because it's owned by ByteDance, I can think it's a parent company, a TikTok or some shit like that.
Is it ByteDance or Tencent?
I keep hearing ByteDance.
Really?
One of those companies. And it got banned. Unintended, like out of nowhere. I'm thinking, damn, that sucks about TikTok. At least I get to play Marvel Snap. Next thing you know, ooh, yeah, thanks to the, whatever laws are in effect, you can't play this yet. And I'm just like, what the hell?
That's nuts.
This is some
Yeah.
Our freedoms are being infringed. Like, yeah,
This has got to be against one of the amendments. I don't know which one.
I
but
don't know
one of
which.
them.
The right to snap, bro. This is something about to snap off on somebody. Dude. This is insane. It sucked. It really did. And I was like, who cares? Like, it's not that bad. And after a while, I would open the app unintentionally. Like, damn it,
out of
I
sadness.
can't play this fucking app. Like,
Yeah, I saw you because a lot of our friends are playing the Pokemon card game app thing.
Pokemon Pocket.
Yeah,
Like
Pokemon
that.
Pocket, which I also am, and I saw that you played for like a day.
So I never pulled the trigger because I didn't grow up with Pokemon. I'm gonna be that guy. I mean, Pokemon's dope, right? I know Pokemon's cool, but I don't have that. If they had a Digimon game, I think I'd play that instead. Because I grew up watching a lot of Digimon, to be honest.
Because he grew up in Mexico, bro.
Yeah, we didn't get
They
the
didn't have the good
on-brand
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
We got whatever's left over. Whatever nobody wanted to stream, that's what we got. And it's amazing, dude. I love it. I've seen that movie like 100 times where they save the world from the internet or some shit like that. Bro, they're digital monsters, bro. I mean,
I've heard that Digimon's actually pretty good. Like when I was a
Yeah.
kid, people were like, Digimon's a knockoff. Apparently, it came out first.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't feel like it.
yeah,
but-
I've heard it's very good. Like the storylines are a lot better than Infinite 10
yeah. I mean, they're definitely like actual anime storylines. Like
Yeah.
there's a plot. You're trying to save the world. It's not just like I'm 10 years old and I'm gonna go.
Hey, bro, there's plot. All
I'm
right.
gonna go steal some Pokemon. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna bend these Pokemon's will to my.
There's plot in Pokemon. It doesn't change much, but it's there.
It's like this episode is where I break Charizard. Like, the fuck, dude? Like, that's insane. But whatever. All right, cool. So yeah, Digimon. Anyways, fuck. How the hell did we get on that?
Yeah, I don't know how we got to Digimon. Oh,
yeah. So I never played Pokemon Snap. I actually never played Pokemon Snap, but that's not what I'm talking about. I never played Pokemon Pocket Monsters Pocket, and I was like, I need my fix, dude. I need something to get me through the day, right?
Yeah.
And I downloaded the Pocket game, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. It's not bad. It's very simple.
It's simple. It's very simple.
It's nice cracking packs.
Yeah.
You don't do that in Marvel Snap. You only acquire through like winning and collecting credits, and like you randomly. I'm not gonna lie, the card acquisition is ass.
Yeah.
But anyways, Pokemon, dude, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of teaches you how to play the game too, which I never played. I thought it was cool. Besides the whole, Gabriel was telling me there's like a whole energy aspect that kind of skips.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I kind of like it the way it is.
It's very simplified. As I've played the Pokemon card game with Nati before, and she was able to comprehend what's going on. Right. It's a very simple game.
It's very simple, right? But it's a nice, like, little tic-tac-toe-ish kind of game.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, I mean, there's some strategy, obviously, but it's very, like, you know, hey, I got a few minutes, I'll play this. And I like how they sped it up with the whole, you know, even though you do like 10, 12 turns sometimes, it doesn't feel like it very much.
Yeah.
You know, there's no like, oh, hopefully I pull the right energy or whatever. I do like that. I told that Julius about Magic, how like I slick wish there was 2 decks. Like a mana deck and then a regular deck, and you gotta draw. You could choose to draw for either one.
Make games a lot faster,
and it would make games way faster. I mean, yeah, it would break the game, but still, I mean, and then you wouldn't have to worry about, you know,
getting mana screwed, like
not having no shit. But I guess that's part of the game, the luck aspect of it. But anyways, I downloaded it. Thought it was fun. That was cool. Got some cool. I mean, they got me when I got a Mewtwo EX. I was like, all right, maybe this game is all right. They know what they're doing, bro.
They do the like opening packs thing very well.
Yeah.
Like it tickles a part of your brain when you do the little slice thing, and like you see the cards come out, you're like, ooh.
I don't do any of that, like the select the pack. I just hit the skip.
Oh no, it doesn't matter.
I go straight to skip. I don't think it matters.
No,
I think once you open it, it automatically knows what cards you're gonna get, right?
Yeah, once you choose to pick one, it already knows. Yeah, so they proved it.
That's why did they?
Yeah, someone like downloaded the code or something.
Really?
They're like, it does not matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. So I just do the skip. I do the skip and swipe, and then that's it. Call it a day. And I've gotten some pretty good cards. I'm not gonna lie. For
then
like
they
a week
unbanned Marvel, and
then they unbanned Marvel, and I deleted Pokemon. It was great. Yeah. No, I'm still playing it. I'm not still playing it because I'll do like the daily challenges for Marvel, and then I'm like, all right, cool. Then I open up Pokemon and do like battles, and I'm like, bet now I can stay on my phone 24/7. You know, it's great.
Family, what's that?
right.
Are they on Snap? If not, then I don't know.
I mean, Mijo, if you want to spend time with me, you gotta add me as your friend. Pokemon. Or else, what are we doing?
Yeah, you better have some good trades.
I mean, come on, you gotta make it worth my time, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just been fun, man. It's been cool. So now we have 2 apps. I guess it's cool. I don't mind it. It did feel very like, nah, this Marvel Snap is doomed. It's doomed because like Trump has some kind of like reason to unban TikTok. There's no reason to unban Marvel Snap. Nobody cares unless Disney's like, you know, hey man, come on, Trump, help me out here. You know what I mean? I can see them being like rubbing shoulders because I mean they're making hella money off those apps, you know. I don't know. I was really kind of like ready to delete the app, and then it came back, and I was excited, and they released like a compensation pack for everybody that was affected by it.
Yeah.
And really just the US users, and they gave them like, somebody did the math. I think this is overblown, but somebody did the math, and it's like $400 worth of stuff of like credits and gold and like, and I was like, hey man, I suffered enough. Dude. I think that might do just a little bit of what I deserve. But we'll see.
USA.
Yeah. I'll do it again, motherfucker. I will ban this app. Yeah. So I'm hyped. Everything's back. I mean, you know, it's just a nice little, especially when I'm at work and don't do anything. I'm like on the computer and like whatever. So it's a cool little app, man. And plus, it also like, I'm not gonna lie, playing Marvel Snap has introduced me to so many Marvel characters I had no idea existed.
Oh
you know
yeah.
Yeah. To the point now that I played the game and then I watched the show 97, and I was like, oh, that's Leech. Oh. That's, you know what I mean? Like, I know characters.
I've never heard of Leech, bro.
Leech is the little green kid that gets killed from Magneto with Magneto's holding. Oh, did you watch 97? Xman 97? You haven't seen it?
Like the anime, the remake?
Yeah.
I saw the original, like,
Oh, okay.
like every so often, because it was, it was on TV. It wasn't like Netflix where you could tune in.
You haven't watched
I haven't seen the remake. No,
dude.
No.
They went balls to the walls with the
The old
animation.
one was real good. Like the intro was iconic, but
No, they went.
fire.
Dude, it's so good. Like season 1, Ceci was hooked. Like,
Yeah.
this is really good. The amount of effort. I think what happened was people saw. There's like a trailer for Marvel Snap. I don't know if you've seen it, and it's insane. Like the amount of like graphics and level. You know what? Where's your tablet? Pull that shit up. We'll watch it right now because like you watch it. It's Deadpool versus Squirrel Girl versus what's the flame dude on a bike?
Human Torch?
No, on a bike. Nicolas Cage paid him.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah. And they're all chasing this cube, and it's like it's like 30 seconds of just like $1 million animation, right? It's so good, and
for a card game.
Somebody make this into a show, please. And I think they're like, you know what, bring back 97. And I recommend it, man. It's really good. They took some serious topics and like it's dope. I recommend it. But watching it, that's blah blah blah, and that's this and that. And
I think Xman has always been good about like being relevant to real life,
right.
Even when they created it, you can tell it was like an allegory for the civil rights movement. I took a children's literature course in college as an elective. And one of like the topics we had to write about was whether or not like comic books was considered literature,
Okay.
And me being like a huge nerd, I died on that hill, bro.
Of course.
I was like, is this a joke?
Yeah. You have to read it, don't you?
Have you read manga, sir?
Yeah.
Have you? And like, one of the examples I used was the X-Men, because there was like a quote, and I don't remember at the time, but Cable said it, where he was basically just saying like something that you could envision someone in the civil rights movement like say,
right?
Like they're just trying to fight for like equal rights. And you see like Magneto and Professor Xavier, obviously like Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X, like
right.
We're gonna take it by violence or peaceful means, whatever.
I mean, they clearly they have similar goals, right? It's just how you get there. That's the biggest difference. And I mean, I see it now, man. I mean, and it's so crazy that people watch that and be like, that clearly isn't about get politics. Out. Like, bitch, the whole thing is about politics. The whole point of it is about, what I mean?
People do that about One Piece all the time, and it's like
you're missing the point.
Like Luffy would beat your ass for even insinuating that. Like the whole premise of One Piece is these a crackhead captain and his like boat of lunatics go to like an island. Luffy gets fed, and the dude who feeds him is like, hey, the guy in charge is like starving all of us, and he's like, that's not right, bro. Right. I'm gonna
show me his face.
Like where's he at?
So that I may beat it.
Exactly.
Right.
Gets into a fight, loses, and is like, you know what? I think you'll get tired of beating my ass before I get tired of getting my ass beat. Right. And they always do, and he wins.
So he SpongeBob's it, basically.
I mean, kinda. He gets like a power up like every single time, but like, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. That's really cool.
No.
The perseverance of it. Which, I mean, I guess, of course, it's like metaphorical of like, you can't stop it.
I think people don't like to acknowledge that like some of their favorite like media and stuff is trying to teach them a lesson, because
it spends. I mean, it spawns from somewhere, dude. You know what I mean? People take influence from everything, whether or not you like it. You know, it's my biggest gripe with people are like, oh man, it's not that deep. And I'm like, dude, especially when I was taking literature in high school, I kind of had that mentality. It was like, it doesn't mean that. Yeah. The blue eyes, gold glasses, and the Great Gatsby, it doesn't mean what you think it means. But if you think about it, these people are spending years, I mean, entire aspects of their life writing these stories that are trying to paint an image in your mind. It's intentional. It's very well intentional. You know what I mean? If he's trying to show you a character and he tells you he's wearing a red cloak and all you see is a dude wearing a red cloak, like that means something physically, mentally, to make you feel a certain type of way. And I mean, it's very thought out, dude, to sit here and be like, no, man, I think you're over analyzing it, or it's not real, or it's just got lucky. None of that is unintentional. It's very much intentional, dude. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
And there's no original story. I mean, like, there's only like 6 real.
The hero's journey has been written like a million times,
right?
bro. Like,
so you gotta dip in somewhere else, right, to get something something different. I don't know,
exactly.
So I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, I'm ready to. I finished. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said I'm excited. As if I'm about to start watching One Piece.
No, yeah.
I would never watch One Piece. No, just I can saw the look in your eye, dude. You were like, so you're.
I've accepted that. I never force it. I tell people it is life changing, but I am never like, you need to go watch, because I understand. I understand there's a huge hurdle of like 1,000 in some episodes.
I'm gonna watch it.
You watch the remake. It's fine.
know, people were like that with there's a lot of animes, and especially or just stories in general. Like I was like that with the Game of Thrones. I've already said this before, and I'm glad I watched it, even though it has the ending it has. But I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm excited to start the journey. But damn it, man, it is hard with 1,000 episodes. You know what I mean?
I get it. Like even me, like to start, because Eduardo was the one that got me into it, and for the longest he was like, "Is the greatest," and I was like, "I'm not watching that. That's insane. Nobody has that kind of timeline." Yeah. And one day, like I was like, "Man, it's on Netflix. Let me just start it." I think I was like, this back when I was like painting shoes, like customizing shoes, and I would have it playing in the background. And at first I was like, "Yeah, it's a goofy little cartoon," and the more it gets into it, I'm just like, I want to be part of this man's crew. Everything he stands for, I respect.
Exactly, dude. I agree completely. I think that's cool. I'm gonna definitely gonna wait for the remake, but if they had, I know they have like a shortened version, but it's in Japanese. And I'm like, One Piece. Yeah, man. I mean, I know subbed is the way to go, but I just don't have time, dude. No. When am I supposed to sit down and read? You know what I mean? Like,
I watched a good chunk of it in dubbed. Because the same reason, like I don't have time to read and focus, Yeah,
exactly. Like if I could just sit here and watch it, it'd be great. But that means I'm not doing something. I'm supposed
for real.
To be. Somebody's not eating dinner, or someone's got a dookie diaper.
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, besides that, man, the only thing I'm watching is the Penguin, and like I'm watching it in like 20-minute segments every like other day. So I have to remember whether or not where the hell I left off. You know what I mean? Because my Ceci doesn't like me watching this shit around Emiliano.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's a very graphic show.
Anime violence is, even then, no, I'll cover his face, but anything that's real life, she's like, nah, turn that shit off. I'm like, when am I gonna watch it, dude?
Like, he needs to know these things are going on out there.
This is a real world.
You think there's not a mobster out there that walks like with a waddle?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
You don't think there's a Cobblepot out there somewhere?
These are real people, man.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, man? What you been up to?
Surviving, bro. Slowly digesting how the entire world's on fire.
I mean, literally and figuratively.
Literally and figuratively. Yeah. Speaking of literally, did you see that Trump went to California?
Oh,
got punked by Newsom,
yeah,
bro.
I think it's kind of insane to be there to judge. He was saying that they cut funding, and what was his critiques about Newsom?
Well, no, let me be very clear. I think that there was some mishandling by the California government for sure. But it has been said that like there is no water system in the world that would have been able to keep up with that fire. Like it was insane.
I agree. I mean, it's just not that it's something that's debatable, but when people think of, like I said, people are so brainwashed to think of like movie endings, like this is what should have happened. We should have saved the world. And I'm like, dude, this is like a once in a lifetime fire. Burned literally thousands of homes. There aren't enough fire trucks in the United States to put out that fire, dude. You know what I mean? And I was like,
exactly. But that being said, Trump's critique was that they didn't open these imaginary valves that would bring water from North California to SoCal because of some endangered fish, which they do have conservation efforts for like this endangered fish. But I don't think he knows how the world, like, does he think because North California is north, like gravity will bring the water down? Like there's nothing that's not how it works. There's no imaginary valve that'll just bring water down there. So the man's an idiot. But he was like talking hella crap to Newsom, like tweeting about him. And apparently when he wanted to visit California, Newsom called him and he wasn't answering his calls, and Newsom was like, I'll just pull up to the tarmac, say less. And like, yeah, he pulls up, and like, it's hilarious because you can tell that like Trump doesn't like conflict,
right?
And like Newsom, I want someone who could read lips,
right? I'm pretty sure it's out there.
It.
Like he's upset. I've seen that, and like he's just kind of like pointing and talking,
like, he did like a
like that shit, and Trump is just kind of like doing that hard lean,
like
lean he does,
like a lean, and Newsom just standing there,
right?
Like, and you can tell Melania in the back is just like, oh, I like this guy, like giving him the eyes, you know. Like
there's like a rumor there's like an actor or whatever, not actually Melania,
and actually maybe
because they were, I don't know, man. The internet's funny, but nah, I did see that he was saying that if he wants to talk, he'll talk to me in person and this and that, because he wasn't answering the phone. I've seen that. But I mean, I don't see I don't know, dude. I think that's dangerous to be like, people lost their homes and lost their lives based on his negligence, and I'm like, what negligence? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. He never feels the need to provide any kind of evidence because people just kind of just like take it at face value, you know?
But that's how people are nowadays, man. Like, it doesn't have to be true. It just has to feel true.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It has to align with what your thoughts are.
Yeah, that sounds about right. What do you mean that sounds about right? Like, I don't think you realize that California and like Vegas are in a drought.
Yeah.
And like a decades old drought. You know what I mean? And for you to be like, just open the valve. Just get more water. Bro. From where, dude? Like, what the hell? They're stealing water from people's pools.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, where are you going to get water from? The coast is how far? You know what I mean?
It's like, it's the driest it's ever been. But global warming isn't real.
Right.
There's just clearly other facts. Like, I don't know, man.
It's crazy. I think also, too, I saw clips that was like supposedly like an electric tower might have been the cause of it.
Oh, yeah. I've seen
some kids on TikTok, or some kids on TikTok started it. I don't know, because it was like multiple locations. And it's so, I think it's so cloudy, the information from that.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, it's hard to tell.
Clear answer. It might have been multiple different reasons, right?
When half the place is on fire, like, how are you gonna like isolate where the hell it came from? You know, I don't know.
Yeah, it's such a crazy situation. A lot of people lost their homes, man.
Yeah,
a lot of podcasters. I follow like Whitney Cummings. She has a podcast there. Dwight Rain.
Oh, really?
He lost his home. A lot of celebrities lost their home, which, I mean, you know, I think they're allowed to mourn their stuff, I guess, but I think they'll be all right. You know what I mean? I don't
think. I mean, celebrities are very rich, but I don't think they're as rich as what we think.
Of course
they are.
not. Yeah,
I think it still hurts them to lose their home.
Yeah.
And I'm not an apologist about like millionaires and billionaires at all. I hate 99% of them. But yeah, I think you should be entitled to be like a little bummed out that you lost your house.
Yeah, people like on them for not being like, you, there's people that are worse, and I'm like, okay, there's people that are better.
Yeah, for real. Like, come on, man.
You know,
I don't know.
I think hopefully they'll be all right. I think even if it hits south and they don't whatever, that the property's still worth an insane amount of money. Like most of the house, like if they lose their house. A $5 million house, you know what I mean? The cost to rebuild is probably $1 million, maybe less than that. You know what I mean? They can still sell land.
I guess, back, you know? I don't know.
But hopefully everything, you know, the people that are really hurting, you know, that's what I'm. Especially
the common folk,
especially with insurance companies saying they're not gonna
cover like anything.
Which I feel like if Trump really cared, man, he'd step in and do something.
That's the federal government's like role in all this. But let's be very clear. He does not care.
Right.
I'll say that with my whole chest. He does not care. He doesn't. He does not care about poor people.
No.
Like, you can tell by his inauguration where he just had like the sinister six of billionaires behind him.
It's really telling.
It's like where is his priorities, you know?
I mean, someone was saying that like the seating of the inauguration isn't by accident, bro. Like, it's like a wedding. You choose where people sit.
Exactly.
Like, you put them there on purpose, right?
Yeah.
And to have like the richest people in the world sit behind you. I don't understand this like simping for billionaires, man. Like, a lot of people are like, he needs to run the country like a company, and I'm like, but a companies suck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want that?
Well, that's the thing. A country can't be run as a business because it's not a for-profit.
It's not for-profit.
It's supposed to take care of its citizens, but
it's supposed to provide a service, not you know what I mean.
And it's just it's so nuts to me that like I don't know that there are these people just simping for billionaires, and they're just so apologetic about everything they do, and like defending Elon with his Roman salute, even though he's not Roman. We're not in Rome. Like, what are you talking? We've
Nobody
never.
fucking
Have you
does
even
that
heard of a
anymore.
Roman salute before this week?
I don't understand. To me, when I saw him salute, I really thought it was just a still image. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
I legit thought, okay, it's just a picture of him.
No, he did it
a
twice.
bad picture, right? And then I go back and watch the video, and he wholeheartedly does it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, that's not okay, man. Like, there's no world where that's okay, man. And everybody around him is just laughing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, how is this not a deal breaker for people? You know what I mean?
Because people will do mental gymnastics. Someone I know, I posted about it on Instagram. Someone I know messaged me. We were like, oh, right before that, he said, my heart goes out to you. I think this is a reach. First of all, he didn't. He did it. Then he said, my heart goes out to you. And he did it again.
Yeah.
And
the second time is clearer.
yeah, the second time was so much clearer. And let's be very clear. Look, I don't know which camera to look at. I'm gonna look at this one.
Yeah, look at that one.
If I say my heart goes out to you,
right?
My heart,
right?
Open hand, you know, like
right. He would do this.
Yes, you have to make a mental effort to flip that hand and like put it upwards.
But you can see it in his face.
Yeah,
like he smacked his chest and like threw that shit out. And I was just like, dude, that was intentional as well. You cannot blame that on his awkwardness.
Yeah.
Especially when he turns around and does it again.
It does it again.
Just to make sure everybody got the point.
And first of all, he's never been diagnosed with autism, because I hear a lot of people defending that, like, oh, he's autistic. He self-diagnosed himself.
Right.
And then second of all, even if that was the cause, right? Like say he's just an awkward person, did a weird thing. The immediate response when people call you out on it is to apologize.
Yeah.
Is to be like, look.
He hasn't said a damn thing about it, right?
No, he's been memeing about it.
Jokes,
yeah. And it's like the proper response, like, look, it was the heat of the moment. I didn't realize that's what I did. I denounced, like,
yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
The potsy, you know, I don't know if YouTube will take it down if I say that.
I don't know.
But like, that's the proper response. This man
on Twitter, he said, I guess you guys did not see that coming. And I was just like, come on, dude. There's no defending that.
Yeah.
Dude. He's clearly doing it. And then he goes and speaks to the German alt-right party. Did you hear that?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, he went to Germany and spoke to their alt-right party, talking about how they should, like, they need to stop feeling guilty about the past. And, like, there's nothing. No, he legit, that was like yesterday or day before yesterday.
Nuts, man.
And somebody took a picture. His face was on the thing. And there's like these. It's actually a great photography, because there's like these umbrellas. I don't know what it is that like cover part of his face, and then it lined up so well. It gave him the Hitler statue.
Wow!
And I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. But he legit went to Germany and had this, you know, talk with their far right, like Nazi. Like Germany has labeled them as Nazi sympathizing groups. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, nah, he's not. He's really not around now, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's legit.
Man, it's scary times, man. I don't know. And I don't necessarily want to get political, especially on the podcast, but like, I feel like I've gotten to the point where like it's consuming my being every day. Like, I stay off of social media a lot because it gives me so much anxiety and like, honestly, like rage.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I agree. This week has been tough. I feel like I've had to step away from social media, because it's just everything that's come up. I'm just like, regardless of how you feel, left or right, man, some of the things are insane. You know what I mean? Like, you know, breaking up the Department of Education, like, you know, the ICE raids in schools and our churches. That just makes me so rage filled. Like, why are you messing with children? You know what I mean? Like, the idea of caging children just makes me so rage filled, especially in a situation where like they're so like, what does that mean? Raiding schools? How would you raid a school? Like, what kind of ID does a child have to show you that he's a citizen?
And that's what scares me, man. Because like, first and foremost, I don't know how anyone can see what's going on, see what ICE is doing, and not immediately think like Gestapo, you know, like the secret police, like ratting people out or whatever. But I don't know. That's what scares me a lot, man, because like, I feel like they don't care whether you're here legally or illegally. If you're brown, you're out, man.
That's where the sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go for it.
That's definitely where like like I'm more concerned about the vagueness of their definitions, you know what I mean? Of them being like, oh yeah, you look legal, I'm gonna detain you. You know what I mean? If you don't happen to have your ID on you, you're about to get arrested. Like, how is that okay for you to arrest American citizens, dude, or even anybody, and over a vague definition just because you look brown, just because you look like, and people think it can't happen to them.
I'm sure Germany thought the same thing. You know, I don't know. And first of all, I am very concerned, especially about the school thing. They've even said like they've been allowed to like go to bus stops and stuff. I am so scared because, like you said, how do you define who's illegal and is not illegal with children? My thing is like they could pull up if the school lets them in, because we are in the South, you know. They're very I don't know, weird about that stuff. They could look at a class roster, and see my daughter's Latinos, name is and you know, pull her out.
When you talk to her, and I'm like, dude, I'd be so
I'm so scared. I went out this weekend. Bro, I went out this weekend and I got a new phone line and gave it to Nate. And I was like, you're gonna take to school. If anything ever happens, call me immediately. Because I'm terrified, man. Like I really am.
No, and it's very real. People feel like it's not real, it's not true, but it's very real, man. I mean, I seen notifications on just recently, yesterday, like, hey, don't go. Ice raids are suspected to happen in these places. My mom's work supposedly is gonna get raided. Really? And my mom's like, I've got to work from home now because I'm not going in. Fuck this. Like,
that's not.
Because even if you're here legally, dude, there's no reason for them not to harass you. Like, that's my issue. That's my biggest problem. People feel like, well, it doesn't apply to me. Yes, it does, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Like, you give them any kind of, the first thing they're gonna do is lock your ass up. You know what I mean?
Like they already did it in Newark, New Jersey. There was an ICE raid on a business. Didn't have a warrant. They just busted in, held a whole bunch of people. One guy who was a U.S. born citizen, a veteran, and he had paperwork showing that he was a veteran, and they questioned the authenticity. To me, that just shows they do not care. It's just like, yo, you're brown, you're with brown people, you're one of them. You know?
I mean, you see it all the time, even with just police work, man. People raiding the wrong house, people, whatever. And the minute like you get caught in a lie, they have to double down now. Dude. You know what I mean? Because like they don't want to embarrass about it.
Exactly.
And that's what's scary. You know what I mean? Ceci's told me, because you've seen the memes that are like, if you see ICE and you're a citizen, just start running.
Just start running.
Time. And Ceci's like, should I do that? And I'm just like, Ceci,
maybe not.
Point. I mean, this is hilarious, but don't do that. Like, you will be detained. They will keep your ass. They might say you're thing. They might about your IDs being fake or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth it. Like, trust me. I need help with these diapers, girl. Don't leave these kind of here.
I can't do this alone.
I know. So, definitely. I don't know. That's my biggest concern, and it's only gonna go. You know, they're pretty straightforward about their goals. They're just the same. You know, leaving the World Health Organization when we're on like the brink of another pandemic with the bird flu getting out of hand. You know what I mean? Egg prices are already like skyrocketing, you know what I mean, because of that.
And it's gonna get worse.
It's only gonna get worse. You know
like,
what I mean?
Did you see all the like farms in Texas and stuff where like the workers aren't coming in because they're so scared of like ice and stuff? I don't think people realize like how quickly that's gonna affect their grocery bills. Like,
the people are saying, the farmers are saying like, you got max 2 weeks for these plants, dude.
Because people don't realize how quickly like from dirt to table that is, because you got to think of the shelf life of these things. Like they're gonna start feeling that in like a week or two. Like I was telling Al the other day, I was like, it's gonna be kind of nuts.
It's gonna be very expensive, man.
I don't know how people are gonna react, but I guarantee you like they're gonna blame Biden or some crap, you know?
I think it's insane. I think the idea that any country doesn't need immigrants, it's kind of like out of touch. They don't understand how policies work. Every country, there is never enough workforce to fill in the employment needs of any country. You know what I mean? And it's like, to sit here and say you don't need immigrants is insane. I mean, there isn't enough, even today, and which is a first world problem. There aren't enough people being born to replace the workforce. You know what I mean? Like, there will always be like, people are living longer, they're staying employed longer. You know what I mean? They're living on Social Security longer. Like, just because you're paying into Social Security now doesn't mean you're guaranteed it in the future. You know what I mean? And if you don't have enough people paying, because that's what these immigrants do, they pay into something they'll never use.
They pay taxes, bro.
Like you have to pay taxes. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I had DACA, that's one of the things that pissed me off is like I'm paying into this shit I'll never get. Like there's no guarantee I'll ever get Social Security. You know what I mean?
If it makes you feel any better, me as a US citizen, I probably won't get it either.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like we're supplementing so much into the economy, and for you to be like there's no benefits to it is insane. To me, the rates, I think they did the math. It's like trillions of dollars to deport 11 million people is insane. Or you could find a way to vet and give people some kind of some kind of legal status here and collect like. Imagine 11 million people paying, because like with DACA's not cheap, bro. Like you paid every 2 years, you paid $500 to $1,000 to renew your application, and it's like, can you imagine how many kids? I think it's like 2 or 3 million people have done it already. I mean, how much free money the government's getting, like just from that alone.
Just from that alone, not including the taxes they're already paying.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, why would you waste all this money when you could potentially be? I
think for the most part that is understood, at least at the higher levels. I think it's like weaponized ignorance, they pretend like they don't understand that, but it's really just to villainize a group of people to make the masses believe like, hey, they're the problem. The fact that we're not passing laws that benefit you, the fact that the 1% own like 90% of the wealth in America, that's not the problem. The brown dude picking strawberries, that's the problem. That's the enemy. It kind of,
it gives you somewhere else to look.
Exactly, to direct that anger towards.
And I think that's one of the things that were so like people were so optimistic about the Luigi problem, right? Yeah, is that people actually felt like, dude, there's common ground happening here. We all agree that this is a problem. You know what I mean? And then as quickly as it came, it left. Nobody talked about Luigi anymore. I know, he's not in the news anymore. We're not going over his case. Like it dropped. They just stopped promoting it. Right? Yeah.
I'm sure, the fact that Trump had like every social media head at his inauguration has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that like this type of news isn't mainstream anymore, And
I mean, it's the people in power, man. It's the billionaires, the CEOs that can make like these decisions. Stop promoting this, you know what I mean? Keep away from it because we were scared. Like, okay, I mean, it's the truth. That's the reality we live in, you know what I mean? Quit people over. I don't know what to tell you, man. And it's only... I don't want to say it's
say it. Say
it. The inevitable. Nah. No, it's just I don't see if you keep going down this route, you know what I mean? Something's bound to happen. There was a billionaire that did a tech talk years back, and I seen the clip of it. I forgot what he called it. He didn't call it aristocrats. He said that's what he called himself and anybody else. Like it's like they basically controlled like the economy, the people. And he was just saying like, look, man,
like an oligarchy.
No, the tech talk was about we can't be this greedy. That's what he was saying. He's like, even if you want to be as rich and you want to, like, we can have all this beautiful stuff that we're so used to, but we have to give a little bit back. Yeah. Because if we keep going down this route, look at history, you know what I mean? Like, it's only going to get really bad. They're going to start to hunt us if we don't start to let a little things out here and there. That was the entire tech talk. He was just saying like,
let's chill out.
We need to like, come on, give him just a little bit. You know what I mean? Just to keep him fed. You know what I mean? But in reality, like we can still do whatever we want. Yeah. But some of us are getting way too greedy. And I'm like, I don't know, dude.
Man, first and foremost, you know where I stand, bro. Right. I think it's not moving fast enough. Like, there needs to be violence in the streets, bro.
Oh, no. I don't think I can put that on YouTube.
Yo, put it on there. Put it on there, coward.
Yeah.
No, but I agree. Like, how much money do you need? Yeah. Like, once you hit a bill, like, money ceases to be, like, a thing to you anymore. Like... why do you need so much money? You have enough for like 8 lifetimes. Are you just hoarding money so you could build a new planet or something? Like, what is your goal?
That's one of the things that really pissed me off about Elon Musk. Something that Neil deGrasse Tyson said. He was like, I don't believe in any of these people that are saying they want to build a rocket to go on another planet to save humanity. Because if you have the power and the money to reform and terraform Mars, and you have the power to fix Earth.
Yeah, I agree.
And you refuse to do it. So that tells me that's not your ultimate goal. You clearly got something else going on. And I'm just like, dude, I agree.
Based on his salute, I think Elon wants to take very select individuals up there.
Yeah, I guess. There'll be some Elysium. What is that?
Inbred assholes.
I don't, especially like, man, I don't know, dude. I think it's very clear, and for you to sit here and defend him, man, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, he's not even an elected official. He
has a place at the White House for some reason.
Supposedly, I heard that they
put him across the street.
Yeah, in Eisenhower's tower or whatever. Like they won't let him in the fucking building. That's funny because people don't like him. Even Trump's complained about him. Yeah,
because he called out like Trump on like some deal that Trump made with a whole bunch of other companies that hurts his pockets. Yeah. So he was like, "That's not cool." So I guess to send them a message, they put him across the street.
I don't know. There's just so much of that going on. Yeah. You know? Especially, I don't get it. I don't see how you can be blue collar and think, yeah, this guy's fighting for me.
This guy's for me.
This guy wants me. Like, wants better for me. And it's like, when you say you want the country run as a company, how is that? Yeah. A company would drop you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but like, slow down and think about it. Like, do you like the company that you work for?
Exactly.
Probably not. So why would you want the government to be run as a company? You know?
To have that fear of like being fired at any moment, right?
I know.
It's like, why do you? It's like the steel thing, right? What happened with the steel workers, the union boss of the steel company?
I don't know what you're talking about, but
he backed Trump, right? The head of the steel union, whatever, backed Trump, and then they had a deal to, I think, some contract with the United States to fix.
I don't know where this is going, but I can already guess at the end of it, Trump fucks him over.
Carry on. Him over. He doesn't approve the deal or whatever. He doesn't like it. And then in an interview, they asked the guy, he's like, well, I mean, how do you guys feel about him? And he's like, I don't understand. He's like, if he has a better plan, he can show it to me, but I just don't get why he would do this. I don't know what's going on. And I'm just like,
he shows you all the time why he does what he does. He doesn't care.
I'm not even like, dude, like, we live in the South. I have conservative friends. I have moderate Republican, whatever, dude. I don't care as long as you're not like crazy. All right, it is what it is. Because I live in the South, you got to live with it, right? But when you like, some of this shit is so obvious. Like, why are you supporting this dude? I don't understand it. You know what I mean? He doesn't care. He's told you what he's gonna do, and you're just like, nah, he doesn't really mean it. You're gonna wait until he does. Like, I don't get that. It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. Even like the stuff that he puts forward, like he tells them, and like, you know, it's against their best interest, and it's just like, I genuinely kind of want to like sit in a room with one of these dudes and just be like, give me your thought process, because I don't know what the two synapses in your brain are doing to make you think this is okay. You know, like
I don't know. And then when you say the reason you voted for him is because eggs are too expensive or groceries are too expensive, and he straight up said, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah. Well, on the trail, he made up the word groceries. That's what he said. I made up the word groceries, and you know, I won on that. And then they interviewed him after he won, and he was like, it's hard to bring it down once it's already up, big dog.
Yeah, you can't. Like, I don't think people understand prices will never go down. Like,
into your reign in corporate greed, but
yeah, but I mean, if prices start to fall, that's a symptom of deflation. Like, that's bad. Like, in order for prices to fall, a lot of people have to be unemployed, like for businesses to have to cut back their prices. You know what I mean? Like, the world has to go really bad before prices go down. They virtually will always increase. You know what I mean?
I think that's true in how the world is currently set up, because companies have been having record-breaking profits. And you know, they have the room to lower the prices.
Right.
Like, they don't need to be
last year's prices.
Yeah, but they never will, because unregulated capitalism is not working. But
I mean,
everybody seems to think it's great.
No CEO is gonna
Yeah.
put their job on the line by lowering prices. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of these companies that are actually affordable, that actually care about the customer bases, are like German or like Aldi's or like from another country. You know what I mean? That,
well,
like,
there's Costco.
There's Costco, their CEO has been pretty like, we're not doing any of that.
Ben and Jerry's. Have you seen Ben and Jerry's?
No, I've heard about their like TikTok.
Bro,
and shit.
it's nuts.
I've seen Arizona's TikTok too. Have you seen that? Where they're just like, the secret's out. I'm actually a Chinese spy. Yo, shit, it's hilarious. Whoever hired these social media managers, bro, they need more money.
Exactly.
Because it's hilarious.
Bro, I saw one like TikTok of like it was like Ben and Jerry's page lately. Yeah. It's like, hey, American citizen, would you like some ice cream? It's like, yeah, I would. Yeah. You should burn this around. He's like, wait, what? Nothing. It's our new flavor.
Yeah, that's so funny, dude. Jesus Christ.
I was like, that's great.
Yeah, like everybody. I don't know what it is about TikTok, but it brings like the best out of these companies, man. Dude. Maybe they're doing it to be more relatable, but bring me more of that. It's hilarious. Like they hit the nail on the head for the, demographic.
I saw that. I was like, I'm gonna go get some chunky monkey right now, bro.
Oh man,
I don't even like ice cream.
It's just been so funny, man. They've really been doubling down on these memes, and I
don't know, man. It's good to make light of it, but it is wild the times we live in, and I just miss the days where like I didn't have anxiety about what tomorrow's news is gonna be. You know,
I miss the days when the biggest controversy was Obama wearing a tan suit.
Yo, not for nothing, but he looked good in that. I'm not gonna lie. Pause.
He looked good, man.
Man.
Yeah.
You remember all the memes like, me and Melania, not Melania, me and Michelle don't talk no more. Like, yo.
I'm just saying, the biggest controversy was like some dumb. Like, you know,
they had to look for things.
They had to look for someone threw a shoe at Bush, or you know what I mean. Like Dick Cheney shot his friend in the face, something silly. You know what I mean?
Like, this is low key. You know, nothing big.
Yeah. Well, and Trump, now it's like we might not have schools anymore.
Yeah,
right? We might not.
We're just dismantling democracy.
You know, we're not gonna keep track of bird flu cases.
Yeah,
like, all right, that's cool. We're gonna dismantle the FDA, especially at a time right now where I don't think you can go. I can't go like 5 TikToks without running into some kind of food recall. You know what I mean? Everywhere I see, recalling this. And people were pissed. And I'm like, how can you be this upset and be okay with hiring the man that wants to get rid of these regulations? Dude. Like, they're clearly there. And you wouldn't have gotten this recall if the FDA didn't exist. You know what I mean? So, like, you're just going to get listeria and die. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, man. The 2 synapses in their brain are not firing.
So, I don't know. I think what people say and what people want, it's just not connecting. I think there's a whole lot of like emotions involved. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of like, I feel Democrats miss when it comes to election. It's not about facts. People don't care about facts. Yeah. I think that's the biggest case. And I think AOC sees that now, where it's not about being right or wrong. It's about saying the right things, even though they're not true all the time. You know what I mean? Giving someone to blame, giving people, you know what I mean? Like some way out, telling people, I'm got you. I will fix this, even though you have no idea how. Yeah. That's what they want. You know what I mean? Versus a Democratic nominee that's like, well, technically, I mean, realistically, there's nothing we can do about that. When people were complaining about Kamala Harris, was that she was saying like, will the economy be better under your presidency? And she's like, no, it'll pretty much be around the same. Yeah. And nobody wants to hear that because people are struggling to pay groceries. I mean, it's the truth. Yeah. Right? Best case scenario, nothing changes or it increases slightly. You know what I mean? There is no like super, high increase in jobs. And that's not realistic. You know what I mean?
Like the thing is, I don't know, because the 2-party system is right. Yeah, because you have one side that has gone off the deep end, like Trump sycophants, like just living in their own world,
and the Republicans are like, they'll back him, no matter what, even if he doesn't follow their thing.
And you have the other side, the Democrats, which are more so like, we're just the status quo. Are billionaires going to keep exploiting you? Yes, of course. Yeah. Are things going to get worse? Maybe, probably not though. Yeah,
man.
That's why like, I love the Bernie. that was the one that got away because he was the change. Like where people make out Trump to be an outsider and not part of like Washington or whatever.
Yeah.
Like although Bernie is a senator, you can tell like he has the interests of people in mind.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like he sees like, yo, billionaires aren't taxed fairly, corporations aren't taxed fairly. There's money in politics and it shouldn't be. Like all these things are very true, and I think there are things that most Americans can agree with, but I don't know what it is about blaming brown people that the right has just weaponized, and it clicks. It clicks for like middle America. It clicks for Southerners, and it clicks for the like idiots in the mountains of Alabama or some shit.
I mean, it's just having someone to blame, dude. It's always gonna be, you know what I mean, a go-to, right? The goated,
the goated strategy,
because it's like it's not them, it's not me, it's them. You know, if they weren't around, I'd be doing good. You know, and I agree. Bernie Sanders, man, I was such a huge fan, mostly because even if a lot of people, even Republicans, would be like, I don't like some of his policies, but god damn it, he truly cares about people.
Yeah.
You know, I can see he truly loves what he does and has been fighting and will be fighting. And I think that's amazing. You know what I mean? A lot of people were saying, I think a lot of people that voted for Trump would have voted for Bernie if it was Trump versus Bernie. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people just want change. They're so tired of hearing the of like, this is how it's gonna be. And then a lot of these older Democrats, dude, I mean, they're so embedded with these old school mentalities of like nothing's gonna change, nothing's gotta change, everything's gonna be the same, and like best case scenario, our billionaire friends will give us a little bit down the road, you know what I mean? Out of the kindness of their hearts. Like, why, dude? Like, who are you working for?
I mean, we know who they're working for.
Exactly. And that's what when you're fake, people can tell, man. When you're, I'm not gonna sit here and say Kamala or Joe Biden are like working, but like the Democratic nomination process, the DNC alone, you can, especially looking at the way they screwed over Bernie Sanders. I mean, you can clearly see what their agenda is, like as far as like we need to keep things the way they are.
Yeah, they don't want change.
They don't want change. We don't. It's just frustrating. A lot of people will actively vote against that. You know what I mean? Because they see it. They're not dumb. You know, and I think after the election, AOC has made it a point to be more on social media because she understands the power of like, it's not exactly, it's kind of like when you're at work and you can be productive as fuck, but if you don't have the numbers to back it up, like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how she's understanding that you can do all the right things, but if your face isn't out there, you know what I mean? If nobody can physically see it, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's more important to look productive or sell yourself than actually be productive. You know what I mean? At least to the average person that's not keeping track of what's going on.
Yeah, it's, what was it in Wicked? There was a line, give me
You're
a second.
You're going to be popular?
Yeah, pays to be popular. But it was like, it's not about what you know. Crap. How's it go? I don't know, whatever. But like,
I haven't seen
it was just like, it's very shrewd to be popular.
Yeah.
And like, it's true. Like a lot of it's just how people perceive you and like, I don't know, your actual skill set and knowledge. A lot of times it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I think that goes for anything. I think if you can sell yourself in an interview, you can get any job you want. You know what I mean?
100%.
And that's kind of what I think they're starting to understand. Like, it doesn't matter, dude. Like, if you can't show people that you truly care, you know what I mean? Or that you have the answers, or there's any certain level of uncertainty, because people are so sold on like the world is like so simple. We just need to do this and it fixes. We just gotta do this, and that's not how it works, you know. But to them, if you tell them, well, technically, I don't know,
you give them a nuanced answer,
they're gonna be upset. Yeah, they're gonna think you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly.
You know? Well, Trump said he could fix it. I don't see you're not saying you can fix it.
Exactly.
What are we gonna do here? So yeah, I don't know. It's been tough, man. I'm just surviving, trying to get off that shit, because it's honestly, and then the more you engage with it, the more it just
pops
at
up.
you.
Yeah,
and I just like, I support this, but I'm not gonna like it, dude, because it's just gonna keep popping up. Like I need to move on. Like, where are the puppy videos? Where are the cat videos?
Where are the memes, bro?
Where are those weird TikTok memes that Chris doesn't like?
Yeah, man. You know? I'm not seeing as much anime on my timeline. I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I liked one DandaDan video on the Commander channel, and now all I get is DandaDan. I'm like, God damn it! Don't get me wrong, I love it, but which I don't know if you heard. There's some controversy with that now. Because the main voice actor for DandaDan is, which this is the second video now we're doing DandaDan, but the second voice actor, the voice actor for DandaDan in English, she's black, right?
Okay.
For Akura. Ken.
Okuron. Oh.
I don't know. It's been like 2 weeks since I watched it. I can't remember his name.
It's like a combination of otaku and kun. So otokun, orokun. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyways, people found out he was black, right?
Okay.
And then somebody made a fan art where they made Akuran and Momo black, and he liked and reposted it.
Yeah.
And the DandaDan fan base lost their, like, they were just racist as fuck, right? And now people are calling it Clanka Clan, Clanka Clan or something like that.
You'd be surprised. There is so much racism and like elitism and hate within the anime community, like in their little subsects, and it's like, bro, relax.
I know. I mean, like, voice actors are allowed to share fan art.
Yeah.
It's not even real art. It's like someone made it. He thought it was cool. You know what I mean? That maybe closely more relates to him as a voice actor, as a person. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. People ship characters all the time.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Where's
bro?
the hate for that? I'm not saying the hate that, but I'm just saying.
You heard it here first.
Goddamn right. No,
The Deku Bakugo
where's
ship.
our ships? Oh shit!
Why is there no fan art of us? No, but you see it all the time, man. Like, even I've seen stories of like people going to like cons and stuff, like people of color going to cons and like playing their favorite character, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, there's plenty of black characters you could be, there's plenty of brown characters you could be. It's like, all right, but I wanted to be this character.
Yeah, I don't,
like, go to hell, bro.
People get so caught up and just like, oh, so man, who cares, bro?
Also, it's like, bro, they're Japanese. Are you Japanese?
Right, exactly.
Then you're appropriating.
Right.
Like,
or like if you're cosplaying Goku or some shit, I'm like, I don't know, man. Can you go Super Saiyan 8, bitch? Like, I don't think so.
Are you alien? If anything, I should be Goku more because we're aliens, you know? Like,
exactly. Like, they just pick and choose what they accept.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, just leave it alone, man.
Like, why do you care?
It's not for you, bro. Move on.
Yeah,
you know
move
what
on.
I mean? Like, everything has to. That's the biggest problem with the internet. Everything has to be about you.
Yeah.
I think there's a joke. I forgot who said it in what podcast, but they were like, again, I'm not giving you any information.
Yeah, I know. He just
somewhere,
made this up.
something said this. They were like, they're making an apple pie recipe, and then people were commenting like, what do we do if you're allergic to apples? And they're like, don't make it.
Yeah, eat something else.
What do you do if you don't like pies? What the fuck? Like, people were commenting like that.
That's
and I'm just
nuts.
like, dude, this isn't for you.
Yeah.
Like, not everything is for you, bro. Like, I don't understand. Like, just move on.
You know what I think the problem in America is here? Not enough people have gotten punched in the face.
Not enough people got bullied.
Bro, I am saying, I've been punched in the face.
Yeah.
It humbles you, bro.
Yeah, like,
it makes
maybe I
you
should shut
realize
up.
I'm not the main character. I think at a certain age, everyone should get punched in the face.
Oh God, what age is that? 16?
I don't know.
22.
But I will run for Congress on this platform.
The day you can vote is the day you got to get punched in the face. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's a thing, right? Getting punched in the face.
I'm just saying, bro. It humbles you. If Elon Musk got punched in the face as a kid, he wouldn't be the way he is.
He probably wouldn't know.
If Trump got punched in the face, he wouldn't be the way he is.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like that meme. It's not a meme. It's a TikTok of this lady that like was road rage incident, where she is yelling. She stops in front of the car, gets out, and starts getting.
Oh, I seen
Get out
that.
of here. And then the dude slams her and dips.
It's the kid. I think it's a mom and his kid.
Oh,
because the kid looks
really?
pretty young. And just slams her on the ground because she slaps the hell out of him.
He tried to leave, and then she smacks him, and then he slams her.
Yeah.
And I think in an interview she's like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that.
It's hilarious because she like crawls back to her car, and I think like her husband.
Was her husband in the car?
No, her husband pulls up in a separate car and like reprimands her. It's like, why are you doing that? You know, like, why are you getting out of your car?
Yeah.
So like, even he was like, you're in the wrong. And the fact that you're saying,
my God, that kind of tells you the kind of person she is, right? Like,
the fact that you're saying that in the interview she was apologetic about it makes me like, it reinforces the idea everybody should get punched in the face. Look at how she behaved before and after she got punched.
I think, I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't want to beat people up, but
I'm not saying beat them up. Just punch them in the face real quick.
A simple punch.
Simple punch.
Right.
You know? Not crazy. Don't go to a hospital, but
right.
you just need to understand the world doesn't revolve around you.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, I think a lot of people overestimate their
importance.
Their importance and ability, right? To beat someone up, I guess. I don't know. Or I don't know. To feel like that people wouldn't do anything about it. Like, why wouldn't they do something about what the hell you're doing? You know what I mean?
Because they think the world revolves around them. Yeah. I'm telling you.
They have that MC mentality, right?
Yeah, I'm saying, bro. You heard it here first. Perez, when's the next time? I don't know. 2028. You need to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my line.
One Punch Man, right?
Yeah.
That's his slogan.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
All right. Quickly transitioning, because we are back due to popular demand with another "Am I the Asshole" story.
Yeah.
So I saved 3 here. Let me see which one's the burst one. Okay, let's do this one. This one seems okay. It's short, sweet, and to the point, right?
Okay.
Okay. So, am I the ass? Okay, title, whatever. Am I the asshole? My husband, 38 male, and I, 38 female, had a conversation about a life and death situation during pregnancy. He called me selfish for wanting to live. Am I wrong? I think immediately red flag.
Who the fuck writes these titles, dude? They do such a good job.
I feel like this entire Reddit thread is just a social experiment.
It has to be look, for the sake of the stories, I will believe they're real. But man, these are so well written. Sometimes I'm just like, this cannot be real, dude.
Okay, so my husband and I were discussing hypothetical situations related to pregnancy and women's health. I asked him if there was a life and death situation during childbirth and he had to choose between me and our unborn child, who would he choose? Without hesitation, he said he would choose the child. And then he asked, wouldn't you? I told him I would want to be chosen to live. His response was to call me selfish for saying that. This has left me feeling conflicted. Is it wrong to want to prioritize my own life in this situation? How would you feel in my position?
Damn, dude, that's kind of insane. I think it's insane. I mean, first off the rip, yes, it's selfish, but there's nothing wrong with that. To be I want to live. You know what I mean? I don't blame her for being like, dude, choose me. What the you know what I mean? In my mind, especially before we had kids, I'd be like, I would save Ceci every time.
Yeah, 100%.
This sounds up, but we could make another child, right? Now that I have my kids, I'm like, don't make me choose, man. You know what I mean? If the situation was her and my kids, my grandkids, right? Yeah. So I don't know. That's tough in that sense.
In my opinion, yes, I agree. Before we had kids, 100% of the times I would choose Adi. I think even now that I have Nati, I would still 100% of the time choose Adi. And it's not to say that I don't think.
Wait. So you're saying if Addie was giving birth to Nati, you would choose Nati.
Well, there's a hypothetical child, a child you don't know.
Okay. I'm glad we cleared that up. Okay.
If I had all the knowledge of who Nati grows up to be, I'm gonna choose Nati. She cool. But if we were to have a second child
now,
right? And there's a hypothetical child, I do not I'm choosing Adi 100% of the time.
Yeah, and I feel like people don't realize there are a lot of couples have to make these decisions. Yeah, even today, you know what I mean, where something happens, you're not sure. With my daughter, man, it was we had kind of a scare like that because she wasn't growing fast enough. Her limbs were growing not at a pace that they were supposed to, and the doctor was telling us we should do these tests and figure out what's going on, and we feel like she might have a chromosome issue. We're just like, what the hell? And they took a needle, dude, and they injected into the placenta, into the womb, and pulled fluids out to test it. And you can see the ultrasound while they're doing it. And it was funny because you can see Anai poking the needle, messing with it.
What is that, bro?
Right. And that kind of gave us hope. I think she's fine. Yeah. We're just kind of, something's not right. And then they did the chromosome test. It came back. They're like, the longest 2 weeks ever, right?
I believe
and they
it.
were like, she's fine, everything's fine. I'm like, okay. She's like, well, she's fine, but because nowadays, dude, when they do ultrasounds, we went to a specialist, they can see like so much.
Yeah.
They can see like blood flow and like all
That's
kinds. We went to this special. I don't know if it's like the same one as everyone else, but they would measure her bone lengths and stuff like that. And like, I don't remember if that was normal because when I was with Emiliano, I couldn't go in there. I had to be, because of COVID, they wouldn't let me go to her appointments. I went to the 4D ones because we paid for those separately and we kind of had to like whatever. But the real like hospital ones, they wouldn't let me in. I couldn't go to those appointments. So I don't know if this is normal where they measure bones and shit like that. But they were measuring her and she's like, her head is fine, her chest is fine, but her legs are super short. And we can't figure out what's going on. We think she might have dwarfism or we think she might have some chromosome issues. So we'll figure it out. And they did a bunch of tests and she's like, and we were freaking out and they were saying, hey, is it a possibility this might happen? You're going to have to make a decision if you want to complete the full term or whatever. And we just weren't sure. We didn't know what the hell was going on. And I wanted to make the best decision for my wife and for my daughter because Sissy had complications with Emiliano. She had preeclampsia and this and that. And he was born early. And we just didn't know. It was a situation where we just like, we want to make the best decision for our family, for her, for my baby girl, for my wife. And it wasn't until she was born. She was born way early. She was born 34
she was
weeks. And she was born at 4 pounds. 11 ounces. She dropped down to like 3 pounds, like 10 ounces. She was tiny, dude. So tiny. She could probably fit this hat, actually. Probably smaller than this. And she was nicky for 2 weeks. But we found out the reason why her limbs weren't growing is because I don't know if this is too like graphic, but her placenta was like calcifying. It started to die.
Oh, snap.
And they're like, if we didn't like induce her, like there's a chance your daughter might have passed away. And then that might have left complications for your wife. You know what I mean? So we had to make the decision to start now. And I'm like, yeah, dude, whatever you gotta do. But I'm just saying, like, these are decisions that they have to make. People do have to make. Like, this happens more often than you think. You know what I mean? That it is like a conversation you have to have with your spouse. You know what I mean? Where what the heck are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
You know what I mean? And nowadays, Ceci, dude, I think if I chose her, she would kill me.
Really?
Yeah, I think now that we have kids, she'd be like, you save that goddamn baby. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this by myself.
That's the thing for me. I don't know. I would think that Avi would want me to choose her. I don't know. When this video comes out, she'll tell me.
Yeah.
But I know for me, like, if again, hypothetical child, I don't know this kid, I would choose Avi simply because, one, I know it's my child and everything, and I know this is a jacked up thing to say. I hold no relationship to this kid. Like, I don't know this kid.
I think emotionally,
emotionally, there's no attachment there.
No
it's
attachment,
like, okay, cool,
right?
Two,
okay, cool,
like cool kid.
He's like, damn, that sucks.
That's tough. Two, like, I know how much I will struggle to raise 2 kids by myself. Dude. And like, is that fair to the child to like,
right?
Yeah, like what kind of life will I provide?
And then you have to look at Nati and be like, I'm the reason your mom's like,
exactly. Like, I chose like your sibling, and then I don't know if there's gonna be resentment there. Like I don't want that on like our family.
It's kind of like Ellie from Last of Us. Like
like fucking Ellie.
No, but seriously, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's a tough situation.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. If Ceci gave me a definitive answer, he saved me, I'm not gonna argue with her.
Yeah.
It's not my
It's not
body.
it's not your place. Exactly.
It's not up to me. I mean, I would, especially if it's a perfectly healthy child. No, I think Ceci would definitely be like, no, you save that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't know. I'd have to ask her, or Ceci, comment.
Yeah.
Adriana, comment, please.
Avi, don't tell me. Comment it. Right?
Yeah, don't stop texting me.
Yeah.
Ceci. Comment all your feelings. Well, she does great. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah,
Ceci will like put timestamps and be like, haha, or
A1,
you're an idiot.
like,
A1,
and know exactly what the joke
is. That's why I got engaged. The level of engagement.
Yeah.
And I don't know, dude. That's a tough situation to be in, and it's tough to on her for making this. I think that's where, like, first of all, I don't, back to the actual, am I the asshole? I don't think she's an asshole for feeling the way she feels. Yeah, I don't
know. Again, she has no like attachment to this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a mom. I know Adi had an
Right.
attachment.
They
with
definitely
them.
have
Yeah.
attachment, and
Because it grew with them, but like
just
whatever.
say it's a easy decision. I mean, this
Yeah.
goes with any sort of abortion type conversations. Like, to say it's easy conversation to have, an easy decision to make, it's not true at all, man. I mean,
to say it's easy,
people.
you probably haven't gone through it.
Exactly. Like it shit will probably haunt you forever in the sense of like, damn, they would have been this old. Damn, who knows what it would have liked? Would have been like, you know, and it has nothing to do with me. Or,
exactly.
The husband, or you know what I mean. I can't make that decision.
For her saying like this is what I want, I don't think she's an asshole. You know, like, I
agree.
I would never tell Adi what to do with her body. That's insane.
How dare you not sacrifice yourself?
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
First of all, like she would beat my ass, but like the second of all, like that's not the type of relationship we have.
Right.
But the update. I think the update doesn't really give more context. It's just kind of, well, it gives more context. It doesn't really like advance the story. But hi everyone, I didn't realize this would blow up and I'm feeling overwhelmed, but also grateful for each and everyone for taking the time of writing their thoughts and feelings about the matter. And to those who shared their birth experiences, know that you are seen, loved, and held. And those who are expecting, I am praying for a safe birth of you and your baby/babies. Just to be clear, I am not currently pregnant, but my husband and I are open to having children. The only reason why we had this conversation in the first place is because of my age and there is a possibility for complications. I couldn't really get into more detail for privacy reasons. Know that this matter will always be brought up in our marriage counseling and hopes to gain more clarity in what has transpired. Again, thank you everyone from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, especially when you're having these conversations, is like, complications, you know, should always be discussed.
Yeah.
Even now, if Ceci and I talk about having another kid, and I'm like, dude, you know how much hell you went through the last one, in the sense. This is the second time, and both of the times she had preeclampsia. Like,
damn.
Both of the time they were born preemie. Like,
yeah. That's on you, bro. What are you doing?
I mean, her body clearly doesn't like all the cookout I eat. That's not my problem.
I've heard that like a lot of like like morning sickness and stuff.
It can be
because of the dad.
Father, like 6 or 7 months beforehand, right? I have heard that studies have shown that if the father like gets like incredible shape and has an insane diet, you can prevent a lot of these issues. But hey man, quería un esposo guapo, bro. I don't tell you. She wanted the trophies, man. I don't tell her.
She like them thick. I don't know, you know? Like...
yeah. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I was like, how about we don't? Or you know, let's not risk it again. How about that?
I get that. Well, Adi and I have had talks about the second one, and you know, she had a healthy pregnancy, so. I don't know. I feel like I'm a little scared, but she's like, it'll be fine. So I'm like,
maybe
I'm
well,
good.
It's on you, right? Yeah. You're the one who's got to carry the burden.
I'm saying that's what I tell her, bro. She's like, it has to be our decision. I'm like, but you're the one that's gonna be carrying, that's gonna be giving birth.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I can say I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna tell you to do it. You know.
No, besides like actual like the process, I guess, like the preeclampsia and all that stuff. She says she had great births. I mean, there's just no problems whatsoever. That's besides good. That, you know, I've heard horror stories, you know what I mean? Like emergency surgeries and all this crazy stuff. And I'm just like, God damn, that shit stresses me out.
Like being in labor for days, bro.
Dude, I've been so lucky with that. Maybe it's not lucky, I guess, because especially we got there like at 9 a.m. and she gave birth like at 4 p.m. or something like that. You know what I mean?
It was similar to us. Like I think it was about the same time, like 4 or 5 p.m. That baby was out.
Baby's out, And I'm just like, God damn, that was quick. And I heard of stories of people being sent home. They're like, you're at 5 centimeters, but it's not as you've been here for 2 days. Like, go home, dude. Like, when you feel something, let us know. Like, you know, I'm like, damn, dude. Okay.
I remember when Adi was giving birth to Nati. It was like our first baby, so obviously like I was scared or whatever. But I saw like another dude rolling up to like his room with a PlayStation and Buffalo Wild Wings. I was like, this man has been here before. This is like his 5th child.
Fucking Carlitos did that.
Really?
Yeah, he took the PlayStation.
He
was playing Rainbow Six, baby. Yeah, so when he was saying push, he wasn't talking to Nancy. He was talking about his teammates.
Yeah.
We need to push. Yeah.
They're on me.
He was ordering pizza and shit, which I'm not gonna lie, I got pissed off. She gave birth over here in Piedmont. And they never fed me, bro. Like, I thought I was included. Can I chip in somewhere? Can I get a plate? So I had to go, like, when Emiliano was born, I ate Subway like 4 days in a row, dude. I fucking hated Subway after that.
I had like the bakery at the hospital, like
Yeah.
on Bob Payne.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I was so tired of croissants by the end of it.
Oh my God, yes,
It's
dude.
cheap.
I was saying, I'm
Yeah.
like, please, y'all make something else, anything else.
Yeah.
I started walking like a mile to their kitchen like every day. And after I was like, F it, I guess I'm gonna eat here because I don't feel like driving anywhere. And then you couldn't like they had bracelets and they had like because we were in the NICU and only people with braces could get in, and I had to go deliver the milk. And that's just so
a lot.
It was a lot, and I was like, I give up. But I was gonna be like, can you guys just bring me a plate? I can pay for it. I just can you like you're already coming.
Like you're already going, bro. Like
please
just grab me something.
I will cash app you, sir. Like, if you can give me
I
one of
will
those
tip
plates.
right now.
Yeah,
Like, are you on DoorDash?
exactly, dude. That'd be crazy. There needs to be a service for them, bro. People that bring hospital food to like
for real though.
the dads. Just like an indoor DoorDash.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, we might be onto something there. Dude.
I know. Screw this podcast. Let's start
Let's
that
start
business.
that. Let's do it. Yeah, that's copyrighted, by the way.
Yeah. We put it out there.
You heard me, Mark Cuban? I want to hear this shit.
Mark Cuban. Oh.
But yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, man. It's been a solid episode. A lot of ups and downs, but we had some solid moments, having fun here and there, man. Thank you for joining us.
Making some jokes as the world burns.
Do what you can do, man.
You keep it lighthearted and then heavy-hearted.
Don't know how to feel at the end of this episode.
Exactly.
You're like hopeful and exhausted. Hopefully.
You laughed and you got mad,
and now you're crying. Hopefully, so.
But thank you guys for joining us. Always a pleasure. Always fun. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. And anything else you'd like to?
Follow us on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. We are on YouTube Music now, by the way, because apparently if you set the playlist podcast, it'll automatically add you. So
I didn't know that,
Music,
but yeah, do that too.
Yeah. Follow us on the socials. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you. And music keep the music alive.
Keep the music alive.
My heart goes out to you guys.
My heart goes
out.
My heart goes out. Oh no, I think I gotta cut that.
Don't cut it, coward.
This is where that.